Into the house coming out there.
This is top tier bizarro stuff, my friends. Top tier.
You were trying to run away from God, and I wouldn't let you run.
Welcome back to Cringe Against Humanity, or a channel you might like to call Cuh. When it comes to cringe, few things sting and sustain the pain like fake gurus and self-appointed spiritual leaders.
I've never even met a guru.
That's why today, I'm going to be breaking down the No Mind Festival. The No Mind Festival is described as a 21st century playground for adults. That playground is hidden deep in the woods of Sweden, apparently 3 miles north of Molkom. The grounds of the camp at No Mind open their gates once a year to thousands of people. These people are assigned to something called sharing groups, where they face 2 weeks of ultimate enlightenment.
I came to find enlightenment.
Just what kind of enlightenment, you ask? How about the ability to protect yourself with a force field? You heard me right. No Mind is going to teach you how to conjure up so much magic and juju, you'll finally be able to cast a spell.
I'll give him a witch.
To turn Pastor David Doyleson into the pig he's always been. So how about that?
I've kept my mouth shut all these years. Amen.
It's like he'd cast a spell over the entire area.
Now, I got most of my information for today's video from a film called 3 Miles North of Molkom, and this documentary movie was an absolute cake fest of cringe. It's a whole buffet style of embarrassment. It's such a potluck of disaster that I wouldn't have been surprised if the Kool-Aid man burst through the wall at some point during filming and started pouring himself into red solo cups for the No Mind Festival leader to pass out to his followers. I mean, seriously. This is prime, medium rare, batshit cringe. You cannot unsee what I'm about to show you, and I'm not gonna keep you waiting. Let's turn on the cringe.
Well, let me hand out the welfare checks and the Kool-Aid.
So the film opens up with the camera walking amongst a bunch of people that somehow all look mildly related, and for some reason these people are all doing spirit fingers or air groping titties that aren't there or something. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but I'm all cringe already. And I'd love to say there were no kids present, but that would be a bold-faced lie. Sadly, so far, I've spotted one child at the No Mind Festival, and the kid is the only person with the facial expression that seems appropriate. I mean, isn't it odd that a toddler is the only one thinking, what the fuck is going on right now? I mean, if No Mind Festival wasn't such a sad affair, I'd say drink every time you spot a minor on screen, but unfortunately, movies like this make me fear doing anything in a group these days, because I never know what to expect. Groups always seem to be one jello shot away from that Kool-Aid I mentioned earlier. Oh yeah. Oh, this must be the supreme ruler of the No Mind Festival. I'm not sure of his name yet, but I'm gonna go with Mervin. He looks like a Mervin, and Mervin looks like the bad guy from a Bruce Willis film. With an Aussie mullet, unnecessary open button shirt, the dual wristbands, that chin, all of it is off-putting. We're less than 2 minutes into the film, and everything about this guy would make me jump back in my car, head to the nearest Waffle House, and rethink my next steps in life.
I want blood. You'll have it.
Two more kids, possibly one on the right, I'm not sure yet, but the one on the shoulders of that other person is completely freaked out. I mean, why are people reaching out and touching your child's legs? These are strangers. Touch my kid's legs like that and pick up your fallen teeth with broken fingers. This is insane. Oh, well, this is a nice shot. This should be the postcard for the No Mind Festival. The text could read, "I can't believe it's not a cult. Send it out to your family and friends. Invite them over, because you're sure as f*** never getting out of here." Wait a minute. Is that another kid I see? It sure is. You just want another shot of Kool-Aid.
To drink, to drink, to drink, to drink.
Oh, yeah.
Keep on moving. Further into the center. Stay connected. See if we can. Where's it go?
Now, what in the unmasked furry convention is going on here? I mean, this is Twister with a twist of myth. Street residents in Kensington, Philadelphia can at least blame Fent on their antics, but something tells me the people at No Mind Festival aren't under the influence of any substances, and that makes the bananas on this tree that much more flavorful.
It tastes great.
This is bizarre, to put it mildly. It's like I can't get 30 seconds in without pausing this ridiculous documentary.
Stop stopping.
Well, made it a whole 6 seconds before I needed to comment again. I mean, I don't know whether to say good God, good dog, bad dog, down, sit, stay. I mean, was that guy monkey barking over the top of that woman? I mean, in the States, if you glance at a woman in a gym by accident while she's squatting in a thong, that's an assault and you're a creep. But at No Mind Festival, they're bending the rules a little. Consent? Who wouldn't want a half-naked, sunburned, unwashed, barking man crawling over the top of their body? Just take your Jell-O shot and assume the position.
This is enlightenment.
This year I was like, I know MrBlack so well now, maybe I should do something else. But the closer it came, I was like, it is MrBlack, Not much to talk about. 3 years or so I've been working with this relationship that ended with a woman that I loved very, very, very much.
Now, I'm not sure what he meant by loved very, very, very much. I mean, that's a lot of varies if you ask me. Too many, in fact. And I'm starting to wonder where he hid the body of the woman he speaks of. Maybe he loved her a little too much. Either way, the guy we temporarily named Mervin gives me the absolute creeps. He's been to No Mind Festival multiple times, and he failed to see the crazy staring him in the face and at times woofing over his fetal positioned body. Well, maybe I'm being too harsh. I guess whatever floats Mervin's boat is good with me, as long as the woman he loved so triple very much is alive, safe, and getting the help she needs.
I didn't understand until she was gone.
Okay, now I really think she might be dead.
I live in the south of Sweden, and I'm here at MrBlack with my 2 boys, Elliot and Philip, still asleep.
Maybe unlike many other people, my focus is really to come here more as a vacation, just to be. I've worked very intensely the last year or so, and I'm here alone with my 2 boys. Wife is at home.
By all means, go do whatever you want as an adult, but don't bring your kids to these types of places, seriously.
I can't leave the children.
Maybe all my life, since high school anyway, I've been really thinking a lot about what's it called?
Great, she works in a children's home. Those kids are f***ed.
I would like to have some massage.
Now, I've played this video back 100 times, and I'm still not sure if she's saying she'd like to have some search, as in Google or some other foreign word, but judging by our boy Mervin here, she just invited him over for dinner and abduction.
Got quite high expectations about my own development, how I interact with other people.
Hi, I'm here for a search, but I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. That's okay. Let's flip you over face down in the grass, and we'll start touching you until one of us finds what we're looking for.
It's getting mental.
Came all the way from Hawaii, and I'm living on another farm in Hawaii that's full of fruit and full of abundance and sunshine as well.
And the reason why I came here to Sweden in the first place was this powerful, clear intuition that I needed to come here. It was the goddess drawing me here, and it was a living force.
Well, would you look at this fragile little creature? I mean, I'm not a big fan of red pill alpha guys, but this is the beta opposite. There's gotta be a happy medium, and this guy ain't it. And what's all this talk about a goddess? Seems like this dude didn't even need to come to No Mind Festival. He already had his own cult going on up here before he got to Molkom, and for some reason he reminds me of Kai the Hitchhiker and that murderer Stephen McDaniel, and that's not a good mix, dude. Not a good mix.
I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about the parking lot area? I think that's where they had recovered the body. Had you seen anything there?
I don't know why I'm actually here at the moment, but what has transpired over the last few months is I'm travelling through Europe for 3 months. I'm actually going to be coaching rugby in London for 6 weeks, and around that I've organised to see other bits of Europe. I had a friend living in Norway. She suggested coming across, and from that she said, do you want to go to Sweden for this festival for a week? Not knowing it was literally a bunch of tree hugging. I've got to say, when I got here, I've gone out into the forests of Sweden, and there's a big tent, and there's all these people in white, and they're dancing around and chanting and stuff. I've gone, holy shit, it's a cult. And it freaked me out, they really did. They just have all come here to sing and chant and be one with something, and I hate it. And I'm stuck here for a week now.
Finally, someone with some sense, and he's pulling no punches. I mean, I hope they don't break this man in the end.
Don't let them break you.
My advice to this guy is to get new friends so you never end up an unwilling extra in the reality show version of Midsummer again. Stay strong, my brother.
Came all the way from Hawaii.
And remember, Jesus turned water into wine, not Kool-Aid.
The Bible says Jesus turned water into wine, but it didn't say liquor store wine.
This is the last scene of my life. It's like in a play. It's the last scene, and when I leave the scene, the audience have to feel good. And you have to do it really from your heart and thoroughly and with love, so that there is some frames which are standing after you. And I really decided that I'm going to do it, and I have changed very much in my life, in my daily life too, because my kids have moved away. I just left my home. I didn't want to have a home because I wanted to do this work.
Oh, this is Mervy. That's her name, Mervy, so I guess we can't call our middle-aged surfer guy from the Bruce Willis films Mervyn anymore. Anyway, Mervy loves the No Mind Festival. It's like her tribe, and nothing could take that away from her. Not even a double shot of kiwi watermelon Kool-Aid. Okay, maybe that, but nothing else.
I drink it all the time, bro.
If we want to, we can have a little closing ceremony. We can put our heads together like this, you know. Together, really tight, we touch, and we put our hands in the middle like this. So on 3, we just pull aside and we scream, I set you free, okay? Right up with the hands up in the air. 1, 2, 3.
I set you free!
Okay, I had a quick look back, and I guess this Die Hard's villain's real name is Siddhartha, which is about as bad guy sounding as it can get if you ask me. And when Siddhartha told them to put their heads together, reach down and shout, set me free, I'm not gonna lie. I half expected him to whip out his sausage and start jiggling it into the mash of fingers. I mean, is that not what looks like the next logical step here? This is top tier Bizarro stuff, my friends. Top tier.
The state of human consciousness that we've come to accept, slowly come to put up with, you could say, is one dominated by separation. Me separate from you, my beliefs, my needs, my agenda separate from yours, my thoughts, my desires, my fears different from yours.
Wow. Another clown that said so much and absolutely nothing at the same time. I mean, you have you and I have I. Isn't that weird? No. That's nothing. You're weird, but what you said was nothing. And is it just me? Or does this guy have the longest fucking neck I've ever seen?
It's a giraffe drinking.
I want to play whack-a-mole with his head, and I hate everything about these people.
I hate these guys.
I'm running for United States Congress in the United States to try to see if honesty could work in politics. And what we do here at Ängsbacka is a lot of people attend my workshops to learn something about what we call radical honesty, which is to Just tell the truth about whatever you think, whatever you feel, and whatever you've done.
Of course they've got a guy like this in there. I mean, what's a Kool-Aid cult without an old-ass wannabe US politician? I mean, just looking at this guy evokes the odor of Brute and the flavor of Werther's.
Father was a brute.
It was Werther's original.
This guy looks like a retired adult film star. I mean, is this Mac softcore? I don't know. I'm not into the granddad-granddaughter stuff, bro, but thanks for the honesty. And I didn't know you could turn the truth into a cult, Brad, but you sure proved me wrong.
That's hurtful.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
The very essence of all of this activity.
Oh, great. Back to this ferret, who it seems to be making even less sense now. And is it just me, or has his neck gotten even longer since we saw him 11 seconds ago? Maybe there is something to this No Mind Festival after all, or maybe he's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Shut it, Maybelline.
Of all of this activity is an awakening to who or what is actually experiencing this moment.
Hey, hey, hey! More innocent children! Shot time! Remember folks, No Mind Festival is not a cult. What you're seeing right now is proof of that. Nothing about this is cult-like. If they introduce venomous snakes into the equation, we'll reassess the situation. Okay?
It's a cult.
I love your pain. I love your fear. I love your pain. I love your fear. Yeah. I love your longing and despair. I love your longing and despair. I love you crying for me to love you. I love you crying for me to love you, holding back your love for me. I love everything you don't want to be. Everything you don't want to be. I love your pain. I love your fear. I love your longing and despair. I love you crying for me to love you, holding back your love for me. I love everything you don't want to be. New person to heal. I love your pain. I love your fear. I love your longing and despair. I love you crying for me to love you, holding back your love for me.
Oh boy, our little Stephen McDaniel lookalike is locked on a target. This girl better run or she'll end up under a pile of fruit in Honolulu.
Love you, holding back your love for me. I love your pain. I love your fear. I love your longing and despair. I love you crying for me to love you, holding back your love for me. I love everything you don't want to be. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, oh. Feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat.
Now, as batshit crazy as all this is, not once have these people started speaking in tongues. And that's saying something. Because if they did, that'd be saying nothing.
Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. I feel you under my feet.
Rugby boy has had enough. Day one and he's already at his threshold for bullshit.
Mother, I hear your heartbeat.
This dude can't figure out who to stalk next.
You're not a stalker or anything, right?
I like this guy, and I wish I could say this is me, but I'd be on the first canoe out of the compound the second Bart Boy started woofing me up and down.
It was the biggest pile of shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, okay, that's me to a degree.
I mean, I've heard a lot of shit in my life, but that was tops. Just, I love your despair and I love your pain. What if you actually don't have despair? What if you like trying to go up to someone and say, you're happy and that's cool? Like, well done, good luck with all that. All these fucking tree huggers just dancing around. I just think if they've got these problems, this pain, just sit down and deal with it and get on with stuff. Don't go around chanting about it. Chanting's not going to help anything. United Nations don't get together and chant, do they? When I go to work, have a meeting, we don't sit around and chant and hold hands and say, let's have a moment of prayer before we start today. It's like we've got problems, let's deal with it, let's get on with it. Figure out what's not working, fix it, and get on with things. I never get matched up with the good sorts, I always miss out. It's really depressing. And where's this whole, we live in a cult, we all have this great sex thing, we all have 17 partners. I haven't seen any of that. My little shitty brown and orange tent still goes unused. It's quite tragic.
I see what happened here. This guy thought he was coming to a gangbang. He came to swing and get swollen. And there ain't enough CCR in his headphones to contend with the level of disappointment he's facing right now. Rugby Boy was fully under the impression that he would be naked by 6 p.m. and covered in banana mango Kool-Aid powder by 7.
I'm not naked.
Everyone seems to be hugging someone else. Doesn't matter, they just go up. It's like... So you don't know, are they going out, are they married? You know, what's the story? You can't really tell anything here. It's just all surreal because...
Excuse me. I was going to be here yesterday, but I was singing at a lesbian wedding, and I was delayed.
So,
okay.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Surfy Siddhartha the Perv, formerly known as Merv, definitely seems to have a high body count. I'm just not so sure that means intimate partners and willing participants. When you ask him his body count, be sure and specify above or below ground because the number changes drastically depending.
How many have you killed?
I don't keep track.
I like so much to be here, but I would like to be welcome, really, really welcome, with many more people, many more women. When it's not happening, I kind of close down a little bit, you know, feeling that I'm too much and maybe I should cool down a little.
And it's been difficult, especially with women. I feel like I'm helpless, but to open and shine that experience of diving into their depths. But then the thoughts are coming, are they imagining that I'm gonna stay in this?
Because of my immune system disorder, I have problems with my mouth. I don't have saliva in my mouth, and it's very painful. That's why I'm doing chewing gum and why I have my bottle all the time. And it's a mess to eat, and it's a mess to kiss, and it's a mess to live.
Fame can really... If you can't enjoy it, it becomes a limit. It limits you. And you think that everything you say, it's going to be a headline, or somebody's going to say something nasty, or it's going to limit your personality. And so you stop speaking. And you stop saying the truth.
So she's a Swedish celebrity, and she's worried about being judged. I got an idea. Maybe don't join a cult and film it for the world to see.
I had decided to be totally silent because I'm quite a verbal person and I try to put everything into words. So I thought I would do it here, but my urge for communication was too big, so I failed in that. I also miss my child a lot, and I guess that's the hardest part, to be able to be here and really, really be here.
If FML was a mask worn IRL, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 12 hours and Rugby Boy still has his clothes on. This party's gonna need to get started very quickly, or it's gonna be a bad moon rising.
более широком мысли мы должны прийти и общаться. Держать сознание в серьезном уровне, как зашли в храме. Взамен вы должны получить от природы то, что вам необходимо в жизни. Теперь вы немножко, где-то 15 минут, вы должны найти свое дерево.
This is not a cult, and it's not entertainment. Now go find a good tree you like and rub your wang on it, and just watch out for fire ants. You little sneak. I saw what you did there.
Are you going to stay here for a while, or you coming back?
I'm going to come back here. Come back here. Go to my tree. It separates. It's an amazing tree. With like it has a crotch. A powerful.
It has a crotch.
Yeah, it has a powerful crotch, and it just.
Should we go?
Yeah. Totally exhausted.
We should go. I'm totally exhausted after horsing these crotch trees, bro.
I'm not very good at this hole. I'm just not very good at it all, I don't think.
But you had a relaxing way of being close to the tree, I see.
Oh, I got very comfortable, yeah. Me and the tree got very, very cozy. I couldn't actually hug it because on the bottom it had all these thorns and stuff sticking out. So you go and don't hug it and take your eye out. So, yeah, no, that wasn't going to happen either.
I found a really beautiful tree.
Yeah.
Really, it was so, and it had its eyes on it, and also it had this. It was shaped like this, so it was a bit feminine.
He just wants Bush and Fortunate Son on repeat.
We've got Bush. But also it was masculine. Further up.
Well, Jus said he's had a crotch. He said his tree had a crotch in it, and I thought it was very interesting.
What's that?
It's like your crotch is like your, you know. Your crotch. How do I explain it?
Is it down here?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it wasn't yours.
No, that was my tree. My tree was that was Jus. That was his tree had a crotch.
Who was that?
That was Jus's crotchy tree. Jus.
Mine?
No, Jus. You know Jus?
No.
Am I getting it right, Jus? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jus.
Jus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had the crotchy tree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was really happy with it.
Yeah, and this.
I'm all touchy-feely now. Tree hugging. I've been bagging these tree huggers since I got here. The first thing we do is we go off in the jungle, we go and hug trees. And I love to profile all the people here to see why they're here. And I think...
Is this the same guy from before, or is this a different stretchy neck goon? I mean, that doesn't even look real. It's like his head is stuck in a mid-being plucked off position. This looks like the AI version of Barney from How I Met Your Mother.
There's something that's brought them all here. And I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, or if it's just a strange thing or a bizarre thing, but when you see people lying around in the shrubs and shaking and dancing and stuff, it's a bit...
Hello, where's the One Mind Festival?
One mic, no mic festival.
No mic, two mic.
Let's take our hands without opening our eyes. Take each other's hands and see if there is any difference. I don't want to start, but I just want to say that I like the share group really a lot. It's like,
Of course he likes the group he's in. It has the best looking women in the whole compound, and the compound itself is surrounded by an infinite amount of places to hide a body. This is paradise for our giddy little goof nugget here.
When I go home and you say, what have you done? And I say, I went to this festival, it was this and it was that, and oh my God, I thought I was in a cult and all this. But that's my impressions, you know. But your impressions be something else. So. 30 seconds. I'm sorry, I don't want to.
I think there's a really sublime flow that's happening. It's really beyond my knowing or my ability to explain. We're never told what the adjective holy means, but it comes from the Scandinavian language, meaning hail. This trust in the abundance and this living source that envelops us all.
I have a deep longing inside of me for the goddess in my life. For the one that I will really, like you, I want to shower you with my appreciation, my love, my fire, me. Yeah. And I want to say one more thing. That I'm a little pissed with you, Because you're f***ing a little sneaker, Like, I would love you to more not talk so much, to feel, and please, share what you feel with us, This hard Aussie man shaped by, Australia.
Yes, by all means, stop talking about how you feel and tell us how you feel, you sneaky little logical hornball.
Yeah, he kind of was a little bit of a hornball.
Well, I can answer that, you big Viking unit.
I think you shared a lot of things today.
I liked what you said about the sacred feminine. It was your goddess, because I'm still hunting after mine. And I'm not like you. I'm not really good at flirting or anything. I'm bloody terrible at it. But it's hard to be patient when you're waiting for something like that, isn't it?
Are they dipping pills into Kool-Aid? I mean, this is still day one, right? Or who knows? Days are separate from reality, and reality has a flowering crotch of serenity.
Sounds wonderful.
I'm starting to think this guy just walks around the festival, casually and telekinetically challenging random women to stare eyes competitions. I mean, he's so creepy. Him and Siddhartha would make a great serial killer duo.
Can live as long as you don't blink.
As soon as the drumming starts, the music starts, you are welcome to start dancing on the fire.
That's fully sick. You gotta do it. You gotta just get there and you just gotta do it. And it's the coolest thing.
I am here, I am here, I am here.
After a night of music and the group literally dancing on hot coals, Siddhartha has come to a new realization. He is hair. Luscious, full, high volume.
Here, I'm here with you, guys. I'm here with you, and my heart is singing. And I know that my wishes that I wish for will come true. With a little patience, yes. With a little patience, yes. I wish for you, my goddess, to show your face.
Hercules is losing it here if you ask me. He's one line of Kool-Aid powder away from turning into that black smoke from the TV show Lost. Actually, if you shave his head, he could easily play John Locke, like no doubt. But that won't happen, because remember, he is
hair.
This wind that's coming through me, this masculine wind, is needing like an ocean with explosive waves and storms to like take me in. I need to dive in and be drowned and surf these waves, and like, is this coming out? Is this being born in these women or not? This is my true need as male.
Some think my energy is very sexual, and I was like, but you misunderstand, you know. I love you, but I don't have to have you.
After a long day of skinny dipping in a river in front of children, nightfall reaches its peak at midnight and the group decide it's time we all get naked again and form some kind of bizarre human centipede before roasting themselves alive in some kind of cross between a teepee and a sauna. Remember folks, this is not a cult.
Not a cult at all.
We have built the launch to be as dark as possible. Welcome. Welcome the rocks when they come into launch. And the 4 elements will come up and embrace you and start to work on your system. Welcome. There can be things happening in your body. You can start to shift in consciousness and connect to different aspects of reality. Sometimes, for some people, strong issues can start to surface.
For help. To drain myself of my hate, which has protected me for so long, which I don't need anymore. I need to regain my love. I, small body, big fire, have spoken.
So connect with your spirit.
I need to speak.
Yes.
Mate, I just don't believe in any of this mumbo jumbo. No. Enjoy it, guys. Hope it goes well for you all.
So let's open the door.
After a solid hour of torturing heat and being surrounded by sounds that mimic the final hours at Jonestown, Rugby Boy has decided he's had enough. Everyone's naked, but there's no skin to skin, so he's headed back to his tent, down around the corner, for a bit of CCR and a bottle of lotion.
You can keep your fucking Kool-Aid.
It's a great design, but there's nothing gets in or out. And he's constantly pouring water on this stuff. And you can hear some people go, oh, he's about to put more water on this. And they're going like, please no more. It's like, it's hot enough. I'm sure there's a method to the madness, but...
So with a soft sound and your hands on the earth, release anything that is still lodged in your body.
It was too much for me.
What? Was it the heat or the emotion, or what became too much, mate?
I'm touching to be a little bit sick, so I felt that it was important for me to listen to my body and not to push myself.
Yeah, good thinking, mate.
Thank you for sitting through the large waiting.
Thank you.
Let's open the door, please. We're coming out.
What in under God is going on in that teepee? And how hot is it in there? Because our little stalker fruit farmer boy from Hawaii has literally melted like the Wicked Witch of the West. I mean, roughly 3 hours naked in a sauna? That can't be healthy. What they need right now is an ice cold bucket of Kool-Aid to snap them back to reality.
Today I had a really strong... I've had a lot of strong experiences, but I went into this workshop with Alan and I thought, no, I want to leave. They coupled us up, 2 men, 2 women in a foursome, and we were supposed to touch each other. But when it came to me, I was totally petrified. I just felt really uncomfortable, and all I wanted to do was give back, give back, give back. And I didn't know how to receive. And it was... you don't know about my life, but it was a totally new experience to me.
I was coupled up in a foursome last night and we were instructed to touch each other, but definitely not in a sex cult kind of way, though one of the guys did splooge Kool-Aid at the end, which was pretty cool. I'm not sure which flavor it was, but it was one of the good ones.
It tastes like ashes.
I don't know if I have anything to give in this situation or to you people. So I decided this morning that I want to leave today and I want to be with my son.
I think you're beautiful. And I wish the best for you.
I think you're beautiful and I wish you all the best, but I did go through your stuff while you were sleeping and I now know where you live.
Wherever you are, I will find you.
It's a journey.
Looks like you're going to do another carnival. Keep it all pink
I'm dying in your arms. It's okay.
Oh, don't let this shock you. I know what this is. This is actually a jiu-jitsu technique called stop, grab a victim, drop, growl, and roll. Now just imagine for a minute that you were chilling on the grass in the sun with your partner, sipping some nice, ice-cold, iced tea flavored Kool-Aid, when out of nowhere, some overcooked middle-aged woman did this to your partner like, surprise!
You got a big surprise coming to you.
Remember folks, consent is optional after you scream surprise. And what's up with our little stalker Stephen McDaniel lookalike back there? I mean, he looks confused, and I gotta be honest, he's the last of the Mohicans that I thought I'd ever see looking confused when something like this happens. I mean, he's like, hey, that's my line. I think he's contemplating an ultimatum right now. He's like, to fight or to fuck? Who am I kidding? Better kill them both and take them to Siddhartha for cleaning.
Kill them both.
So we can have longer time, but if we don't want to, we just say thank you and we're finished, yeah? So then it's open. When it's 6.5 minutes, if you would say, say 30 seconds as usual.
Yeah. Okay. I have very hard times with this 30 seconds because the brain is
So what do you
gone.
want, 1 minute?
No, I don't. I want, if you look at it, 7 minutes when I have finished this circle of thoughts or sharing. So you say thank you. It perhaps will be 7.5. You understand?
Yeah.
Every sentence is a sentence, every thought is a thought, like a cloud. When the cloud is away.
We don't really have a problem, do we?
Okay.
If we say 30 seconds, you round it up.
I have a problem.
Yeah,
darling.
but you know, then you round it up as well as you can. Yes?
Could you please say
So-
7 minutes from me? I
So-
would like.
It's kind of, it loses this energy. You know, when you say 30 minutes, it just goes down like that. And
I think she's
maybe
saying
not.
that she'd like to have somebody say it after she's completed a sentence.
Yes.
That sounds okay.
Yes. And you say thank you. Not 30 seconds. I don't want those 30 seconds.
I think I can do that.
Okay, thank
you.
you very
Good.
much. Thank you.
I feel like a king, really, you know. I have my little kingdom back home. My little harbor, you know, I made it so beautiful. Gates to go through, and it's really like, what? So really successful and very lonely. I think it must show. It must show. I mean, it must show when I walk. It must show that I have this aura around me of loneliness. It must show, doesn't it? Does it? I've heard many times that I scare people, women in particular, and it's like, what? Is that true? And in that case, why?
He doesn't scare women. They never see him coming.
My life story is the story of Lost. Totally the story of Lost from the beginning. But it's okay. It's a good story.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, how's everyone feeling now after this? How's everyone feeling? They're feeling different? They're feeling the same?
Tired?
Yeah, I'm knackered.
I want to express something more. Mervi, I feel very clearly that you trigger something in me. And it's this part of you that is the victim is, I believe, is one of the parts that triggers me, you know. When I see this victim part of you, I kind of, what the fuck? And this feeling of, if I give you something, you want more. And this, like, you know, whoa, stop there, you know. I just wanted to say it because I talked a little bit about it, and yeah. Yeah, that was it.
No one asked him to cuddle, so he just went into one. They're all victims here if you ask me. Too much Kool-Aid, not enough sugar.
No more dairy, no more wheat, no more sugar.
Now this is the most famous part of the film, the yellow bamboo scene. And yellow bamboo is described as the practice of spiritual development, health, healing, protection, and white magic. The practice uses yoga-style breathing techniques, meditation, and mantras to create power, i.e. force fields and Hadoukens.
I'm saying, come we go link some girls, yeah, and you're telling me you want to jam and play Street Fighter.
Now the Yellow Bamboo website suggests that new practitioners can unleash their own superpowers in as little as 2 days. That's right, you too can be an Avenger in 48 hours, my friend.
'Tis I, Peter Pan, the Avenger!
With Yellow Bamboo, anything is possible. Just look at their level 1 through 12 training manual, where you'll find mantras like this.
I concentrate. I am the father of the king monkey. I call the power of the king monkey to come inside me.
Oh, your favorite monkey?
Yep, that's right. Unlock your super abilities after the king monkey comes inside of you.
Deep inside of you.
You can't make up bananas like these, my friends.
Forget the bananas, love. There aren't any bananas, but there is a pig.
Now let's see what happens when Yellow Bamboo meets no mind.
You were brain dead. There was no mind.
So don't be frightened of your passion and your dark energy. Please use it in this. So if you find you've got feelings coming up, then just use it more in the practice. So first of all, you need to build it up. Put our hands on the belly, like this. You can put the thumbs up if you like. It's to make contact with our source of power, the hara, the tantien, center of energy in the body. And when I say breathe out, we and you blow out a black smoke, which is all the negativity, the tiredness, anything that is pain in your body, just breathe it out. And you keep your breath out and you tighten the body. And first of all, you look to the right and you imagine all this energy around your body and you feel yourself pulling it in. But you tighten the hold of the body, looking to the right, pull the energy in, looking to the left, and the same. Pull it in here with your mind. And then I say, look up. Hold the energy down into your body. And lock it in the belly. Look up, look up. Yes, it's coming out this way. Good. Push down. Hands together. Hands back on the belly. As soon as you get to chest height, then cross the arms. Keep your focus. Cross the arms, bend the legs. So now you imagine there's huge chains all around the body, right up to the head.
Now that's the second time this goofy-ass guru has used a very important word. And that important word is imaginary.
Imagination.
All this is about as real as the food the Lost Boys ate in the movie Hook. And this ponytailed super vegan is spoon-feeding his BS right into the kissers of each members of this silly group.
Anyone can be vegan.
Isn't that amazing?
Send the energy out the back of the hands, out the whole of the body. And it looks like this. So you're coming down. And I say, bend your knees, cross the arms. And then break the chains. Pulling in from the right. Pulling in from the left. Looking up, breathe in. Use your voice this time. Break the chains! Hands together. Keep your connection. Be aware of your body. When the hands come to here, bend your knees. Arms apart, nice and big, lots of space. You're going to send the energy out of here and energy out of here. See what happens in the middle. Keep going and keep breathing. You can breathe as much as you like and make space to breathe in. It'll be like a big wind and you just keep going until it starts feeling like honey.
Now let me make sure all of you understood the objective here for those of you that have been following along at home. You send the imaginary energy out of here, and you see what happens here. Breathe in as much as you like, make space to breathe in, it'll be like a big wind, and then suddenly, honey for no reason. Cool?
I don't understand.
Good, now pay attention.
Breathe out. Tighten the body. Tighten the whole body, cross the arms. Looking to the right, pull the energy in. Looking to the left, looking up. Breathe in, pull the energy in. Pull it down. When you get to the chest, bend the knees, arms apart, and push the energy out the hand. Big breath. Yes, keep breathing. Good, good, good. More power, more passion, more power. Big. Look into the hands. Look into the hands. Look into the space between. Yes. Good, good, good. Good, good. Good. Yes, Magnus. Good. Good. Yes.
What in the Kenneth Copeland Ministries Canada is this?
We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
This is breathing in tongues. Either that or he swallowed his tongue. I mean, I guess he must have conjured up so much energy that he's drowning in it. I mean, it's literally like he can't swim. Even the guru was like, all right, bro, calm down a little. No one's gonna believe that. Tone it down a bit. What the f was that? He just pulled imaginary knives out of that guy's back. I mean, Jesus. Any wonder he couldn't breathe. He had knives that weren't there sticking out of his back. Thank God for yellow bamboo.
So, you've got a lot of power, but it's not really coming out. Okay? Real focus. Out now, everything. Somebody's life depends on it.
No, it doesn't. What is he talking about? Like, how do people fall for this? Seriously, how? Focus. That's how.
Focus that fire on the left flank, Sam.
It's now or never. Some of you starting to feel it. Looking up. Breathe in. Pull the energy in. Pull it down. Big wind. Big breath. Yes. Yes. Keep coming out your hands. Yes. Good. Good. Look into your hands. Into the space between the hands. Yes. Good. Good. Big breath. Big power. Big power. Good. 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 Big breath. Big breath. Good. Big breath. Big breath. Big power. Good. Look into the hands. Look into the hands. Power coming out there. Big breath. Good. Look into the hands. Yes. Good. 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 So keep your focus, keep your connection.
How come Siddhartha's allowed to sit this game out? Shouldn't he be conjuring up special powers or chasing Bruce Willis off a building? And look at that poor kid, forced to sit and watch these full-grown adults eat sand and thrash around like fish out of water. And it's not even for Jesus.
I'd rather not bear witness to such blasphemy.
So is there anybody who wants to try defending themselves? well, it'll work, so it doesn't, you don't really have to try. But is anybody ready? You're ready, actually, and you're ready.
Yeah, no, he's not ready. He couldn't be more not ready. He's literally in the same pose as that common side-eyed meme.
Do you want to do this? It's like pushing forward. With a shout. You ready? Yes, come here. You don't have to touch. Can you come, Magnus and Rebecca? So, if you stand here, and Magnus and Rebecca, you prepare her. And I don't know when I'm going to come, so you have to prepare her quick.
I don't know when I'm going to come, so prepare her quick. I mean, definitely not in the imaginary script.
In energien. Giv ud. Anders ind. Anders ind. Giv ud. Anders ind. Få den energien. Ned. Yes.
Okay, so what's supposed to happen now is in just a few hours, they've all developed this superpower force field thing that normally takes a minimum of 2 days, but they've got a guru there, he's a professional, he's got a ponytail, so it's all good. And he wants them to stop him from crashing into Murphy when he comes charging at her in full force. And the result, if you've never seen this clip, is unbelievable.
I'm not ready.
What a fucking nut job! Not only did he collide into her skull at full speed, but he fell on her face a little and flicked sand into her eyes in the process. He immediately knows he fucked up, right? He knows there's no force-filled magic or juju, and he just assaulted a woman in his mind in secret, right? So he jumps up quickly to attend to the damage he caused, and the moment he notices the other girl has come to the rescue, only then does the energy consume him to the point of seizures, which is hilarious. Because even if there was the possibility of the creation of energy or magic in that moment, him smashing into and injuring her so violently means the energy failed to launch. So, why is he having a Hadouken fit on the ground if the force field never touched him because it wasn't created? Well, the answer's easy. There was no possibility of a force field. The guru screwed up and ran into a woman so hard that she shit herself, and in order to save face, he's pretending to be hurt too. So he rolls over and spazzes out for Jesus while the rest of the group stand around holding their belly buttons, rethinking their life choices. It's time for a Kool-Aid break.
Hey Kool-Aid man, do you like parties?
Smile, it's Kool-Aid.
Where were you guys? Where the fuck were you guys?
Wow, passing off the blame, just like a bad preacher, which is essentially what these guys are. Oh great, time for some Reiki and snake kissing. That'll fix it.
Are you sure it's not broken?
Whoa, what the f was that? This dude was gonna, I swear he forgot where he was, and for a minute there, he was gonna, you know what I'm talking about. He was about to drop his pants and have a little fun, and then he remembered, oh shit, gotta be careful. This ain't just some innocent woman I found lying alone on the beach. There are other people here. You know what I'm saying? Siddhartha does.
Care.
Bananas. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. This terrorized kid's like,
What happened?
happened to the lady?
And Siddhartha's like, she's a victim. It's to be expected. I never liked her. I'm glad she's dead. Everyone's like, but Siddhartha, she's still alive. He's like, for now.
Okay, you ready to join us in the circle?
What a psychopath. Like, she needs a hospital. And he's like, don't drag it out, love. Up you pop, you'll be grand. Join us in the circle for some songs and popcorn necklaces. What a tool.
I think she's really connected to like a deep power, being so close to death and be, you know,
She
touching.
is, but also she's
like she's
really
touching
tired,
on,
you know?
touching on all these powers and on deep emotion.
You know, when you say, you know, she's connected, you know, I feel that she has given up. That is my feeling, you know. I felt that she was not able to protect herself. It is scary, it's a lot of power movie, but it's really good, you know. I never believed really, you know, that he went you know, through, you know, and now I saw. So I'm really, this is really good, you know.
You want to defend? Oh, like, the thing is, as you can see, I'm not faking it.
Of course, Siddhartha's chiming in. I mean, this is his moment of glory. He hates Murphy, so he's loving this. Just look how dorky he's being about it. It's really good, you know. I learned something from this. I believe even more now. Meanwhile, the chick next to him is beginning to awaken from the bullshit, and she's plotting an escape route for her and her kid. How can people be so dumb?
You want to defend? Oh, like, the thing is, as you can see, I'm not faking it. So all you have to do, you're not trying to knock me down, you're just defending yourself. You'll see energy moving, and what you do is, it doesn't matter if people in the way, anything, you see me moving, as soon as you see me move, everything you got in there, you push it out.
Well, can we do it?
We can do it.
All right, let's go.
Sure.
Can you wipe me through it?
Now, you see, he smashed into the woman, but he knew damn well not to do that to an Aussie rugby player. So instead, he falls to the ground immediately and spazzes out for Jesus. Why? Because the energy that the other two men created hit him immediately, right? But remember, he spazzed out on the ground before when he crashed into Murphy too. But why? No energy was created. See how farcical this is and dangerous? These people need help.
Good focus. Okay. Let's just get together a circle and finish off. So, one thing you get out of it is, I'm not faking it. So it doesn't matter what happens, I'm not going to stop. What did it feel like when you did that?
I play rugby, so I was imagining, you know, I've got this big guy, I've got to hit. That was all I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared of all. I just thought, this guy's got to go, really. You're running at me, and I'm standing there. There was no fear, I wasn't scared. It's just like, you're running, and you're not going to get past. I don't want you to, it's just you're not, and that's it. So it's really, your positive thinking, you're just going, no, this is just going to happen, this isn't going to happen. And that's that, and you can deal with it however you please.
Yeah. And it works. It's just a mental visualization that you know without a sand grain of doubt that it works, and then it does. But you can't work with this energy with doubt.
Yeah, it works, as they show the woman who just got run over by a person when it failed. Spare me.
So she'll be fine, and we'll really look after her. Thank you very much.
Now you want to do it. What are you doing?
And you fucking Siddhartha, come look here with your fucking victim!
What?
You fucking victim! Don't come here, you fucking king!
Woohoo! Murphy is pissed. She just Hadoukened Siddhartha.
The victim and the king is the same thing. It's exactly the same. There is not the something. It is exactly the same.
What?
You said that you are the king and I'm the victim. Think about it. It's the same thing.
She's fucking right. The victim, the king, the Kong, the King Kong, the eggnog, they're all the same thing.
It dies in the service.
I'm okay. You know, it's like I've seen angry women before. Growth is not always pleasant. It is painful many times. But I guess I can see this victim part in her. I mean, it's like I said, it's not invisible. But I can see it because I also have a victim part inside of me. So it's like totally clear, you know?
I think we can all hazard a guess that Siddhartha keeps little pieces of his victims for sure, but whether or not he carries them around inside himself is a different story.
This might turn out to be a great gift.
Well, she's no longer the victim.
Painful, but a great gift.
She was the attacker. She was attacking you. So she's going through this whole role, which is nice work, mate. Well done.
Just look upwards where I'm at. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I just can't watch another moment of this stupid, ridiculous documentary. It's one of the cringiest things I've ever seen, and as far one side as red pill alpha bros go is about how far the opposite side this beta blue pill shit goes. So if you want to watch the rest of this near 2-hour long disaster, the link's in the description down below. I'm sure there's a fair amount of cringe left in the remainder of this film, but I just can't. I'm going home to hug my family and talk to my toddler, who arguably has a higher IQ than these no-mind yellow bamboo betas. My friends, do yourself a favor, don't buy into this type of shit. Honestly, these people are a weak mess of uncontrollable emotions. They want to be part of something so bad that they'll fall down and spaz out for anything. Just because you don't have it all figured out in life doesn't mean you need to cast a spell or speak in tongues to remind yourself that you're alive. You are very much alive. You're very much here. You don't need a book, a crystal ball, or some deranged leader to knock a couple teeth out of your head before you find your true purpose. We're all so much better than that. I hope you had a good laugh watching this video. I'm Mr. Black. Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the next one.
You were trying to run away from God, and I wouldn't let you run.